my name is Cindy Douglas and this is my video essay on doing 360 and 180 VR recordings. So my role that we took during this assignment was scriptwriter. We had a lot of ideas that weren't coming together and I came up with one that gave us a wonderful speech that worked really well at the end of our video. I also filmed the 360 video footage. So doing the 360 video I found was a fabulous experience. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. It was much easier than I anticipated as well, thanks to the 360 app. It helped me view all the footage that I needed, check back to make sure it worked. I was even able to really easily adjust the settings such as the lighting, the exposure rate to create different effects. One of these effects was changing the ISO to become a little bit on the darker side and more with the exposure to be a little bit more of a bluish kind of hue to make up the idea of that there was only created lighting and that it was much later in the day for when the subject matter came home. Definitely 360 is the best way to capture an immersive video. It's not like anything I've experienced before and it's definitely something new that I've really enjoyed exploring. The final result of the 360 project wasn't as I expected it to be. It was better than what I initially thought it was going to be when we started. I very much enjoyed how it turned out in comparison to my negative views on what was going to happen. But there were some things that I just felt like we could have done more of, such as looked around the camera more, walked around the camera more. It just felt there was a lot of 180ness to it instead of 360. Another issue was that we often got lost of where the subject was. It would have been something to learn about how we could remedy that before we filmed. It's just something to look forward to learning next time. So filming the 180 camera wasn't as fun as I thought it would be. It was actually not much different to the camera I'm using right now. There were so many limitations, ones that I didn't expect there to be, such as a zoom function. I wanted to do a real close-up of books and stuff that would really describe what we were trying to do, but that wasn't an option. We considered that it might be a post-op operation, but it still doesn't help that we can't see what it is while we are filming. It was another issue that we could not properly see what we were filming when we were filming it. We got an idea, but in comparison to the 360, where we could actually watch it on the phone and see the quality, we had to kind of guess that it was okay with the 180. We did have some cool ideas how to frame the subject and include the extra landscape that the 180 provides us. The best option we had was there was this tree that would help cover the entire camera's viewpoint, and from what we could see, it was the best film that we had got out of that camera. So comparing the two, 360 was without a doubt my favorite. It just had so many opportunities that we didn't even get to try them all. And I'm looking forward to doing 360 again in the final project because I have decided that that's just the one I prefer to do. An issue that we came across when filming simply was that Our group had a lot of communicative issues, I guess you could say. We tried so many times to meet up and so many ways we could, but due to sickness and classes, we all just couldn't be there to do the filming, which unfortunately meant that we couldn't do things like behind the scenes footage, which was really sad because it would have been really cool to see what we looked like as we were actually filming. So I think that is something that we need to work on for the next project. For the next project, I also want to be more involved in the editing. It's something I wanted to learn, especially after filming everything, and especially when it comes to the 180, where we couldn't exactly see how it was going to turn out beforehand. It would have been really cool to be part of the editing process. So overall, I had a really good time doing these projects. It's something I never thought I would actually be doing, and I am pretty happy with the majority of the results. There are a few things I would change just to make it a bit better, but it was an enjoyable experience and I'm looking forward to doing it again.